Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I will be doing the grading breakdown on the finances for my most recent value bulk submission. The PSA reveal is linked down below in the description if you're interested in watching that. Go ahead and check that out after you watch this video. Let's jump right into it. First card up was the 89 Upper Deck Griffey that got a PSA 7. In this column here you'll see my purchase price, which was $70. Each card cost about $25 to grade. It was $21.99 per card, but then you've got to account for shipping to and from PSA. So I call it a nice clean 25 just to make the numbers easy. That is not accounted for in any of these columns here, but it is accounted for in the total grading cost of the order over there. I'll get to that at the end of the video. But $70 purchase price. I put a value of it at $115. You can see PSA offered me $80. I highlighted it blue though because it's an iconic card. It's one that I want in my collection. PSA 7 doesn't really command a lot of value or a high premium if I wanted to go sell it. So we're going to add that to the PC. Next card up is another card that I want a PC, which is the 2008 Topps Chrome Joey Votto Rookie Refractor. I already have a PSA 9. I'm just trying to get a PSA 10 to upgrade my collection. This one got an 8. It is currently up for value or up for sale on eBay with an estimated value of about $50. So if you're interested in that, check out my eBay store link down below in the description. Next up, this is the first card that we accepted a PSA offer on. It is the 2014 Bowman Jose Ramirez Rookie PSA 10. This is not the Topps Rookie, which demands more of a premium, but still a very nice sale. I expected to sell this card for around $140. I was picking them up for $10 in November. They're about a $15 to $20 card now, so I've appreciated nicely while sitting at PSA. I accepted the $115 PSA offer. It's about what my net value was. My net value is not what I am netting on the card, like net profit. Net value is what I expect eBay to pay me out, which I do 85%, 13% sales fee, and then sometimes there's a 2%, promotion fee, right? Because I promote my listings. So that is why I take the 85%. My net on the card would be this, what I accepted, minus about $35. So about an $80 net profit on this card. But net value, don't get that confused. That's what I expect to get paid out from eBay. And the reason I do that is so I can compare my net value to my PSA offer. If my PSA offer is higher or very close to this, a lot of the times I'm going to accept that PSA offer. That's the whole reason I make this spreadsheet. Not only for these videos, but so that when the grading submission comes back to me, I can compare my PSA offers to what I think I should get paid out for the cards. 2018 Topps Shohei Otani Rainbow Foil PSA 7. If you watched the grading reveal, you'll know that I mentioned that there was some peeling going on at the top of that foil that covers it. I knew it wasn't going to grade well. Highlighted blue, we're going to add this to the collection. I paid $360 for it. I have no clue what this would sell for. There's not really any PSA 7s that sell. I could sell this down the line if I wanted to, but I'm fine holding it for now and displaying it. It's a cool Otani card to have. Rainbow foil, it's rarer. 2018 Topps Shohei Otani PSA 10. So this is the same card, but it is the base. I got a PSA 10. I'd like to sell it for close to $700. Is it going to pull that? I don't know. I bought it raw for only $65. His cards went up massively while they were sitting at PSA. So not only did I get the multiplier on the card for getting a PSA 10, but the card itself appreciated while I was there. So it's kind of like a double win in my opinion. PSA offer was $563. I might have taken that. Maybe I should have. I don't know. If this card sells for $650, I'm going to get about that same amount of that $563 off eBay. Maybe even a little less, but that's okay. I'll take our chances. Still a very nice card. This one here is the Chrome Update Otani. It's him pitching in his red jersey. Again, this card appreciated while sitting at PSA. I bought this raw for $115. We sold it on eBay for $675, netted $566 after fees. Over a $400 profit on this card. And you can see the PSA offer was $15 lower than what I netted, so did a good job there by not accepting that offer. Another card that I had an offer on was the Big League Otani from 2021 Topps. You're going to see a bunch of items in green. The items in green are the cards I sold. So if these two columns are green on a card, that means I sold it on eBay before the order came back to me. And if the PSA offer is green, that means I accepted the PSA offer. So you're going to see a lot of PSA offers accepted. This one was not one of them. I sold it raw on eBay I sold it on eBay for $333. Ended up netting $280 after fees. about $40 more than that PSA offer. So did a very good job on that card. Was into it for about $70, over a $200 profit. 2019 Topps Chrome Aaron Judge X Factor PSA 10, $113 PSA offer accepted. I didn't think I'd be able to sell the card for more than $110 on eBay, and that PSA offer was a lot more than the net value. We are taking that all day long. This card here I should not have graded, but it's okay. Took an offer, about $18. This is the 2022 Update Otani. I think that this was his 200 career home runs card. We'll take $18 on this all day. That's a quick, easy sale. Not sure if it would have been easy to find a buyer on eBay for that card. This one here is a card that I accepted a PSA offer on, even though it's lower than the net value. And I'll explain why in a second, but that's the 2023 Bowman Chrome Roman Anthony Lunar Glow Refractor. That pulled a PSA 10. They have a pretty solid gem rate. Purchased this raw for $35. He had a good World Baseball Classic for the U.S., but did not start the season off hot for the Red Sox at all. It's been very cold. The card values I was pulling from Card Ladder's most recent sales, look in the most recent 2 or 3, so that's why I put $280 on it. But I honestly think if by the time this card got back to me and I sold it, I think it would have been significantly less than that. So I took the offer of $220. We made our money. Another quick side note I want to make, I usually list all my cards on eBay that I've shipped back to me that I want to sell about 2 days before they are projected to get back to me via FedEx. And the reason that I do that is because that gives me plenty of time to get the cards back, make my reveal video, ship them off in a timely manner. But then I can already have made my money from the order back before I get the cards. It's just, a better way to turn around your money, in my opinion. And when I make these grading videos or these PSA grading breakdowns on the financials, you can see how well I've done already. So it's nice for that as well. Should have accepted the offer on this. This is the 89 Topps Chrome insert from 2024 of Shohei Otani. Purchased this for $15, as you can see. PSA offer was $238. I got about $210 after selling on eBay for $250. It's a tough gem rate. I think it's in the upper 30%. It's like 39% or so. Maybe it's a 40%er. Did not know that at the time when I was sending this off. This was I got this card before I really started looking at the gem rates of cards. Some of the other cards in this order, I definitely was looking at gem rates on. But yeah, that's okay. We'll take that. Very nice profit on that card. We'll get into our James Woods. We'll go through these a little quicker just since there's 3 of them. So we had 3 James Wood Topps Chrome rookies. All of them got PSA 10s. Sold one of them on eBay for $50. Did not take that offer. We took the PSA offer on the X Fractor, so that was about $44. And then I have one up for sale right now. That is the Logo Fractor. I'd like to get close to $75 on. Overall, though, we made profit on these cards. Pretty happy with the James Woods. Next up, we have 2 Roki Sasaki's. I'll go through these quicker as well. Accepted an offer for $12 on his Refractor rookie, and then his Ray Wave. For PSA 9, they were offering close to $24, which, based off Card Ladder and some of the most recent comps, that was fair. But I'm just surprised that the Ray Wave was doing double what the Refractor's doing. Maybe it just looks better. I don't know. But I took both those offers, take our money, and we move on to the next one. This was a James Wood rookie auto. The autos out of 2025 Topps Chrome look horrible. They've got roller marks on them. They've got scratches. The corners on the back are white. This is the only one I bought. I was hoping to do well on it. I knew sending it off, the best it could do was a 9. It did get an 8. We just took the offer for $71 on it. Again, like I said, take our money, move on it to PSA 8. Even though James Wood's playing really well this year, it's going to be tough to find a buyer on the PSA 8. So anytime we can get rid of those for close to what I expected to sell it for after fees on eBay, I'm going to take that offer all day. This is the 1990 Otani insert, so this is not the 89. The 89 has more of a premium. It's his first year Dodger, and it's also a tougher gem rate, like I mentioned. This one is not, but we took the PSA offer of over $100 on this for a card I bought for $5. So clearly shows if you find the right cards. Granted, Otani cards did appreciate some while they were off at PSA, but there are cards you can buy for under $10 that will sell for over $100 if they gem up. You just have to do your research, do the math, and find some clean copies on eBay. Next up is the All Etch Otani. These actually have pretty good margins. The gem rates suggest that they're a good purchase, but I struggled, especially on the 2024s. This one here is a 2025, but the 2024s I struggled to find clean copies once they came in. just weren't looking great, so I stopped buying them. But the ones that I did buy that were clean, I sent off for grading. So this is the first one here, $83 PSA offer accepted. You can see that's very close to what I was expecting to get from eBay after fees on a $5 card. Pretty nice sale. 2025 Bowman Chrome Sapphire Jose Ramirez Yellow PSA 10 rookie. Very nice purchase here, $15 raw into this card for $40. Hasn't sold yet, but I think I could get $100. You see, there is no PSA offer there on that card. Cam Schlittler Blue Geometric PSA 10. This one they gave me a horrible PSA offer. PSA offer of $86.66 for a card that was selling raw for I think at least $60. I bought it raw for $50. I sold that for $300 on eBay, so I made $170 or 150, 100. We'll just call it $165 more than the PSA offer after net fees. Did really well on that card. Made $175 after fees compared to the purchase price. Donovan Mitchell Silver Prism. He's looked great this year. Cavs are in the playoffs, probably going to lose to the Pistons, but I accepted the PSA offer of $217, which is more than I even thought I was going to sell it for at the base price on eBay, and I was expecting to get about $170 after fees. No brainer there. Very happy with that PSA 10. It's an older card. It's going to be harder to find clean copies, but the math suggests that the PSA 10 gem rate of I think it was about 50%. If you can find that card for $50, the math works out in your favor to grade it. Tom Brady, 2008 Topps Chrome. This is his league leaders refractor. Brady refractors, appreciate while they were gone too. So definitely benefited in this submission from a lot of these cards themselves going up in value while I had them send off for grading. But we accepted the PSA offer of $110, pretty much dead on what I expected to get after fees on eBay. Mahomes Gold Ice, very happy with this offer. I accepted too, $34. On the PSA 9, I no longer am buying this card as the grading prices increased. It knocked this card out of contention. And yes, you may say, grading only went up $3. Well, when you're breaking down the cards, $3 does come into play for some of these $10 cards and knocks them out of contention. That's why, that's why I always stay on top of it. Whenever there's a significant change, either the grading prices or the raw price of these cards, I will go back and double check to see if it's still a card worth grading. $34 offer there, very happy. Draper is highlighted in blue. This is the refractor number 499, the auto. I also had the base auto. That was a PSA 9, so I am upgrading that to this refractor. I'm going to sell the base auto. So just put a value of $25 on that refractor auto. Not expecting to make anything. I'm definitely expecting to lose money there, but that's okay. Marcus Giron, black refractor out of 10. Very sweet looking card. Like I mentioned earlier, go check out the PSA grading reveal to take a look at that card. Got the Gem 10. I am expecting to sell that for $115 raw. Who knows if he'll sell that high. He's not a popular player, but should end up making some good money on that card. Was all in for about $45. And then last card, always happy to make money on PSA 9s. Christian Pulisic auto. U.S. men's national team World Cup coming around. I was trying to just get a few cards. This one had some weird surface issues on it. Did not know what it would grade. I wouldn't have been surprised if it's one of those random 6s that comes back, but it came back a 9. We sold it for $65 on eBay before we got the order back. We ended up getting $55 after fees. And yeah, all I can say is I'm very happy. We only made $5, but we made money on a 9. So I'll take that all day. A couple things I want to go over at the end just for the total breakdown. So this column right here, this cell, shows the total value of all the PSA offers that were given to me. So you can see they sent me $3,000 in PSA offers, which is significantly more than the total cost of cards plus grading for this submission. So if I had accepted those offers, I already would have been up $1,200 on the submission. But like I said, we kind of break down the cards to see which ones are worth taking the PSA offers, which ones aren't. We only ended up taking $1,165 of PSA offers, but still very nice. That was 13 cards that I took PSA offers on, so very happy with that. And then this expected value column. So you can see this expected value column here is going to be my projected values right here, my net values, and then I am adding on right here all of the what do you want to call it? All of the PSA offers I accepted, and then we take out the net value of those cards we accepted the offer on because we don't want to double them up. So the rest of the cards that are left in this column are either the true value that I got from eBay, like this $252.89 is what I got from eBay after taxes and fees, or the projected value that I'd take from eBay after fees. So expected value on this order is $3,800. You can see my grading cost was $656. Cards plus shipping, I had $25 on to ship for shipping cards to PSA. Shipping back is already calculated into that PSA grading cost. They charge that to you. So you can see we bought $1,150 worth of cards. Total cost, which is cards plus shipping plus grading, $1,831.84. And our profit, this isn't pure profit, this is projected profit, but some of it is pure because we have sold a lot of the cards already. We're just taking that expected value, subtracting out the cost. You can see making about $2,000 on this submission. Obviously, it's not going to be that because we aren't selling the Otani Rainbow Foil or the Upper Deck Griffey, and some of the cards haven't sold yet. But if I were to sell everything, that's the value. The Otani and the Griffey aren't worthless because I'm not selling them right now. They're still an asset that hold value that could appreciate or depreciate in value over time. But if I wanted to, 6 months from now, I could sell them, and that would still be profit that goes towards this PSA order. ROI over 100%. Love that. Anytime your ROI is over 100% on a grading order, I truly believe you absolutely smashed it. I'm happy with 50% ROIs. I think that those are great. Over 100% is phenomenal. I will never complain. I'm not going to complain about a certain card like the James Wood getting a PSA 8 when my ROI is over 100%. That's why we do this. It's all math. You break it down. You take gem rates. You take raw costs. You take PSA 10 costs. You calculate it out before you send the cards in so that you set yourself up for success. This is not guessing what cards I think will make me profit. This is doing the math to determine the cards I know will make me profit. And that's why that ROI is such a good number. And then also a great number to see. We already sold almost $2,600 in cards through PSA offers and on eBay before I even got the cards back to make that PSA grade reveal, which is linked in the description. I'll mention that one more time. We are already up $700 on this order by the time I got the cards back in hand. That is crazy. We have already turned a profit. You can already pay the PSA bill. You can already start investing money into new cards for a new order. So yeah, that is a great number. Overall, pretty good submission. 60% gem rate, or 59.26. We'll call it 60%. 16 out of the 27 cards gemmed. People have different thoughts on that. Some people want to target 75% gem rate. Other people want to target 50% gem rate. For me, I'm a fan of 60, right? I think that depending on the order, if it's more ultra modern cards, granted, if you have some modern cards thrown in, like the 1980s through 2010, I think that 50 is a good number if you have some of those cards in your order. But if it's mostly ultra modern like this one was, 60% is my number. And that's what we hit. 7 9s, 2 8s, 2 7s, no 6s, 27 total cards. Just very happy with this order in general. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. I will throw, it's not going to be this exact spreadsheet, but I will throw a sample template spreadsheet in the description like I did for the last video so that if you guys want to use this for any of your PSA submissions, you are able to. But as always, thanks for watching. Comment what you think down below in the comment section. What the results of this order. I thought I did very well, but you can let me know your thoughts. eBay store, ComC store are linked down below in the description if you want to purchase any of the cards from this order that are up for sale that haven't sold yet, or just any of my other cards that I am selling. Go check those links out. And as always, thank you for watching. Take care for life. Peace.